FactsVerse presents. After a teacher wrote an explosive post about bad parenting, she was shell-shocked by the reaction. Mary worked as a teacher at Cedar Creek Intermediate School in Texas. She taught English language arts to 6th grade students. Before taking the job at Cedar Creek, she had plenty of experience as an educator. Before heading to Cedar Creek, Mary worked as a parenting educator. She focused on behavioral psychology and child development. She loved the job because she could help parents and teachers that needed guidance. She felt like she was really making a difference in the families' lives. When she moved to Texas and got a job at Cedar Creek, the school didn't have a position like her former one. She needed a job, so she decided to adapt. She was qualified to teach many subjects, and she chose English language arts. Mary found teaching to be a very rewarding and fulfilling career. She was able to guide young children through their school years, helping them get the best education possible. And that meant a lot to her. She grew up in Richmond, Utah, and she enrolled at Utah State University in the 90s. She focused on family and human development and finally earned her degree in 1996. After Mary graduated, she didn't get into teaching right away. She worked for a while at Salt Lake City's Valley Mental Health Facility as a mental health rehabilitation worker. She also worked as a business manager in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mary found her work rewarding but not nearly as satisfying as starting a family. Mary had always dreamed of becoming a mother and having a family. She and her husband had 4 daughters, and she says that she was fortunate enough to make motherhood her full-time career while the kids were growing up. Her daughters are now in their late teens and early 20s, and Mary's very proud of who they have all become. After raising her daughters, Mary decided that she wanted to work with children. She went back to school to earn the qualifications necessary to get a job in education. At first, she loved child development. She was able to work with parents and children, and when younger parents asked for her advice, it brought her some great joy to be able to help. She loved her career until she and her husband moved to Texas. Because Cedar Creek didn't have a position like the one she held in Utah, she became a middle school teacher, and that job gave her a first-hand look at how children behaved in the classroom. When Mary worked with the children for a while, she posted her observations to her website, and she wrote, "I see many gradual yet significant changes happening in our society that is negatively impacting all of us, but more tragically our children. I see common civility declining at an alarming rate. Children are growing up thinking behaviors we would have shunned a couple of generations ago are the norm and perfectly acceptable. They're not learning essential life skills and manners that will help them succeed in life." Mary was just posting her thoughts. She never expected the response that she received. Mary also included photos with her posts. Many of them showcased the damage that was being done to her classroom. She posted a picture of a destroyed bookshelf along with a caption that read, "I left work early today after an incident with a parent that left me unable emotionally to continue for the day. I've already made the decision to leave teaching at the end of the year. After today, I don't know if I'll make it that long. Parents have become far too disrespectful, and their children even worse. Administration always seems to err on the side of keeping the parent happy, which leaves me with no way to do the job I was hired to do – teach kids." She posted photos of the damage that was done to her classroom every day after the final bell rang. She mentions that the items that are damaged or destroyed in her class are her property since there is no classroom budget. Mary wasn't just upset about the damage to her classroom, though. She was also upset about the fact that she held a student responsible for his actions, and yet the student's parents took the student's side. Most of her class wasn't doing their work. 50% were set to fail. She knew that she'd be fielding calls and emails for days from parents wanting to know why their children had just failed the class. The administration also wanted to know why she was giving so many students failing grades. Her online post was shared over 420,000 times on Facebook. It received over 340,000 likes. There were around 100 comments, and most offered Mary's support. She says that she was a little shell-shocked over the attention her post received. She added an update letting her followers know that her students did catch up on their work and they passed. She admits that she loves teaching, but the issues were just too much. She was sad to leave teaching but happy that she was not the only one who felt the way she did about the future of our youth. Who was your favorite teacher growing up? And do they have teachers like that anymore? Tell us in the comments, and subscribe for more.